Okay, Leah and I are here tonight to talk about the 5 ways and how to look at your financials, and we're going to just kind of walk through that together with you. When we walk through it, we're going to do it rather quickly. So what we want you to do is just take some notes and then give Lee or myself a call, and we will help you walk through the tools yourself to get to a commercial, profitable enterprise that works without you. If that's what you want, give Lee a call in Kansas, give Joe a call in California, and we'll rock it. Okay? So let's get started. We're going to start with the easy tool first. Okay? So that everyone can say, oh, yeah, this one's, we get it. So
what are you going to call this tool, Joe? This is the 5 ways tool?
This is the 5 ways tool.
Okay.
Can everybody see it?
I can see it, so I'm sure our audience will be able to see it when they watch this video.
It's
beautiful, beautiful colors.
Fantastic. So there are only 5 ways to really improve your business. What are those 5 ways, Lee?
They are leads, conversions, the number of transactions, your average dollar sale, and your margins.
Fantastic. And that's what we're going to focus on today. And if you don't know those numbers, we can reverse engineer it. Okay. So, Lee, how many customers do you have, or pick a client that you have that has some customers? About how many do they have?
I have a client that has, let's work on one of my clients that has about 6,500 clients.
6,500. Wow. Any idea how many leads they had or what their conversion rate is?
Their conversion rate's about 40% at the moment.
I don't believe that, but I'll put it in there.
You're right. It's 20%.
And the reason I say that is people don't know how many leads they actually have because they're missing leads because they're not counting them as they walk by. Everybody that walks by your retail store is a lead. Okay, you said they had 6,500, so we're going to say what, let's see, so we're going to say 30,000 leads. Is that about right?
That's probably right.
Guess about 6,000 customers. Is that
yeah, that's about right. It's an e-commerce business, so yes, that makes sense.
Average number of transactions?
Their average number of transactions is about 1.5
per year.
Yeah, per year.
Okay, 1.5, and their average dollar sale?
I think it's $75. $75, yeah.
Okay, so their revenue should be about 675,000.
That's about right. Yeah.
And their margin is about.
It's about 20% now. It's about.
Okay, so is netting about 135K.
Right. That's right.
Fantastic. So this is our starting point.
Okay.
Now, what does he want to get to next year from a profit standpoint?
The goal is to take home 250,000. They know that 250,000 in the next year is going to help them achieve the goals they want to achieve personally.
Well, if he does this, we're going to make too much money. So let's walk through this. How much do you think you can increase the leads by?
Well, by 10, 15%, 20%, 15%.
Let's keep that low because that's what usually costs you money.
You're right. You're right. Okay. Let's do that.
How about conversion rate? Let's focus on that. You think you want to do 15? You want to do 20? What do you want to do there?
Let's do 20 there. I mean, that's one area for sure of improvement.
Oh, and number of transactions is if he's only doing 1.5 and he's an e-commerce business, he should be able to double that. But let's get conservative and say 30%.
Okay, 30% is good.
If we just start doing, if he's not doing email marketing, he must be doing email marketing. We can ramp that up. Average dollar sale. Or we can probably increase that by 15% just by increasing the prices a little bit. His margin.
Yeah, there are definitely some things we can do in the area to increase margins because.
What do you think? 15?
Yeah, I think 15.
Okay. Oh, guess what? He's making too much money.
No, that's okay. It'll be fine.
You're sure?
Yes.
Okay, so this is a simple way to look at where we need to focus. So he needs to focus on number of transactions. In fact, we can play some games here and we can say 0 there. He's still making a lot of money. Let's do a 33% increase here. Wow.
Look at that.
So he could not put any money into lead generation and still increase his revenue by 84% and his profit by 111%.
That's the beauty of the 5 ways.
That
I
is
love
the beauty of
the
the 5 ways. So this is so cool. So this is the simple version. I'm going to
Okay.
go to a little more complex version. Is that okay with you?
Yes, let's do it.
Okay. Can you see my screen?
I see your screen.
Okay, so this one's a little more complex, but we'll walk through it. What you want to do is you want to do the last 2 years so that we get a comparison of what the last 2 years were, and then a comparison of what we want to project into 2020. Make sense?
Yes, it does. Yep.
Okay, so let's go to, do you have your 2018 numbers?
I do.
Okay, what was the revenue?
The revenue was
We
was
can use the
400.
same client or we can use a different client.
Same client. Same
Okay.
client. Let's see. So I think the revenue was about $1.2 million.
Okay.
Yes.
In 2018, cost of goods sold?
Around 875,000.
For an e-commerce business, that gross margin is not real great, but
Yeah.
that's okay. Fixed costs?
Let's see. Fixed costs were about around 250,000.
Okay. Number of transactions?
The number of transactions
Per year.
Around 6,500.
Number of transactions per client?
Oh, per client, 1.2.
1.2. And average dollar sale?
About 75. Yeah.
And conversion rate about 18, 20?
Yeah, around there.
So what this starts telling us is what we need to do on a monthly, weekly, and daily basis to hit a net profit of this, or this is what he actually did in 2018.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
So now let's go to 2019 and see what he did. What was his revenue?
Let's see. The revenue for 19 was about 1.3 million.
1.3.
Mm-hmm.
Cost of goods sold?
About 950. Yeah.
Number of transactions about the same?
Yeah. Yep.
Fixed cost?
About the same.
So we'll say about 250. Average dollar sale was probably about the same.
Mm-hmm.
Conversion rate, looks like conversion rate about the
Probably.
same.
Yeah, about the same.
Okay, let's use the same 18. Okay. So net profit a little bit better. So these are the numbers. Now let's see what actually happened in his business. Well, his number of leads went up. Conversion rate stayed the same. Customers went up by 8%. Revenues went up by 8%. His margin went down by 1%. Gross profits went up a little bit, 8%, but his net profit went up 33%. Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
about right.
This is about what happened. Now, what do we want to do next year? So this is where we start going, okay, where do we need to focus? Okay. So talked about leads. 10% is pretty easy. Conversion rate, we're going to focus on that a little bit. We're going to keep some of our old customers, and you can actually analyze how many customers you think we're going to keep, new customers, existing customers, total customers. So you can plug in your numbers based on your business. We got a 32% increase in our customers by increasing those. Average number of transactions, I think we can increase that 20 by just increasing your some of your marketing there. Average dollar sale, let's do 15%.
Yeah.
That gives us an 80% increase in revenue. Margins, let's leave it there. His gross margin wasn't that great. So gross profits, overhead costs, we'll leave, let's increase that by 5%. Okay, so his net profit went from 100K to $400,000.
It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing and so doable. So doable.
So doable. All we got to do is test and measure and know what we're doing. Now, what I hear a lot, Lee, is okay, that's great, Joe, but how am I going to do this? How do I get there? What are the different strategies I'm going to
Mhm.
use?
Yeah.
And I say, okay, that's fantastic. Why don't we look at some different lead generation strategies? Oh, well, there's only 73 of them here. Oh, conversion rate strategies, there's only 83 here. So we have the strategies to do lead generation, conversion rate, number of transactions, average dollar sale, and margins. We leverage these strategies, whatever is most applicable for that business, and start getting into action.
That's my favorite word.
That's why
Action.
we're here. If you
Yep.
liked what you saw, come visit Joe at Joe Siecinski. My number's 408-899-6737 or www.actioncoachsc as in Santa Clara.com or Lee at
At in Wichita, Kansas, and you can call us at 316 440 9559 or email us at leegray@actioncoach.com. And we would love to sit down and do this with your business. So much fun. Thank you, Joe. That was great.
Thank you. It's an honor and privilege. We got the coolest careers ever. We get to help people.
I love it. Happy days.
Happy days. Be safe. Have a great
Take care.
day.
Bye bye.